We are back. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas. And we've got Alex Jones on the line. We're taking your calls. We'll be back to that in just a moment. Alex, go ahead.
I was just driving home from the office, and I heard that last caller. Number one, I hadn't even thought about subscribers in Australia and Italy and New Zealand and China that can't get on PrisonPlanet.tv. Obviously, we'll give them a $5 refund on the month. That isn't even the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And people always psychologically think about themselves individually. No, it's about the greater whole. The government is now moving against the web. It isn't PrisonPlanet.tv that is blocked. It's InfoWars.com and PrisonPlanet.com that are free websites. It's the audio stream off those sites. I mean, this is happening, and we're talking about cybersecurity that says the entire infrastructure will be taken over by the feds. For those that don't know, in 1996, under the emergency alert system, not only did stations just tune an emergency frequency during emergencies, all the equipment is wired through that final FEMA piece of equipment. And that's what this is. It's the entire takeover and snooping over every network, even down to small companies. And it's cast on the White House announcing, and the UN, and Time Magazine, all saying they want to restrict free speech. Got it, folks? Restricting free speech across the web. It's not just InfoWars.com and PrisonPlanet.com that went down in Australia on most ISPs in New Zealand and China. A third of the people in the world, or 1/4. I mean, it's 1.5 billion or whatever, 6 billion. It's not just Italy. It's not just the transit systems with the, quote, free government broadband that everybody pays for. You can't get on InfoWars or Prison Planet. The censorship is happening now. It's going to happen to everyone. WikiLeaks is being banned everywhere. Okay, as your small site tomorrow, folks, this means they're cracking down. This means we're hurting them on ClimateGate and FluGate and HealthcareGate and all the other corrupt things that are involved. Do you understand? The web censorship is starting. It's going on now incrementally as a test salvo, as an enemy probe to see what we do. It's a test balloon. This is a red alert emergency situation. We have the number one hammer InfoWars and Prison Planet out to everybody, every Facebook, every MySpace, every YouTube, every Twitter, and point out that it's happening and happening to others. We got a big report coming out at PrisonPlanet.com in the morning detailing the entire spectrum of the attack pattern. This is a red alert. Okay, folks, I was totally freaked out in the last week learning this was happening. We've now confirmed it. This means the enemy is getting ready for war with Iran to tank the dollar and everything. Do you get it? It's over. All the slovenliness, all the NFL crap, they're going to rob you. America's being taken over like some third world country. This is real. They say they'll shut the web down to, quote, protect it. They will launch the fake cyber attack. You just heard Jason going over the Cybersecurity Act bill. Do me a favor, Jason, leave that on the broadcast list. I've covered it 4 or 5 times, but I want to cover it again tomorrow. This is real. This isn't just about InfoWars or Prison Planet. They're now launching the operation. Hundreds of emails are coming in a day. We're being shut down even in the U.S. on Comcast and many other systems. Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. And in this bill, they're also going to be spying on and recruiting all of your sons and daughters that are in the public school system. Let me read you Section 12, Federal Cyber Scholarship for Service program. After they've created their infrastructure, after they're monitoring the web every day and night in real time, and it's in real time, they are setting up a real-time cybersecurity board.
They said report anything fishy. Anyone criticizing the president. You've got the diversity czar and the regulation czar and all of them calling for censorship. Absolutely, Bermas.
Absolutely. And then they are going to go after, quote unquote, your best and brightest. They shall provide a procedure for identifying promising K through 12 students for participation in summer work and internship programs that would lead to certification of federal information technology workforce.
They've got blogs and CENTCOM countering us. Ladies and gentlemen, all these trolls you see getting us to infight on Zionists and Catholic and, oh my God, Alex is making money to fund his operation. That's in Cass Dunstein's COINTELPRO. This is an op. This is an op. It's happening. We're hurting them. Bermas, I covered that a month ago with the cybersecurity. It's now passed the House. Is that the Senate or the House version you have?
I've got the House version that passed last night. And again, it's incredibly unpopular.
It's even worse. Just do me a favor. Leave that on the desk. I'm going to cover that at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'll keep listening. Great job. Go back to calls.
All right, we're going to come back. We're going to go over the Cybersecurity Act even further. Again, incredibly unpopular amongst the people. You go to the Cybersecurity Act, and we'll put it on PrisonPlanet.tv. After this, only 6% of the public approve. And it's probably much less than that. Back after this is the InfoWarrior. Super Bowl Sunday, and Jason Bermas, the InfoWarrior, is live. Believe it or not, the Saints are all of a sudden in the lead midway through the third quarter. I just popped in to get a coffee, and I saw that. Figured I'd give those who couldn't give 2 shakes of a lamb's tail that information. We're going to go back to your calls in just a moment. I know David was talking about the difference between climate change and global warming. Before we go back to him, I want to make this point. Look, in this bill, they talk about recruiting K through 12 students that are promising, okay, for participation in summer work and internship programs that would lead to certification of federal information technology workforce standards and possible future employment. See, the federal information technology workforce standards are what the entire country are going to have to go by. This is the standardization of all software, of all hardware, of everything going through the federales. Forget about open source. Let's go to Seal in Canada. Seal, you're online. Yes, sir.
About a third-time caller, I guess. I've been listening for 2 years, and I want to comment on a couple of things quickly. First of all, I think we need another poster drive. We need some really good posters to inform people just everywhere about this web thing and just what's involved in that censorship. Also, the naked body scanners, my understanding of those is once not only the sickness of going through them, but once they've got that digital image, that the drone missiles can find you anywhere. And I understand that's what's going on in Pakistan.
Well, let's talk about it like this, okay? Is that technology real? And that's biometric identification technology. Absolutely real. Absolutely real. And it's coming to people's homes in a big way this holiday season, Seal. What they're going to be doing this holiday season coming up is Xbox is going to be releasing their new controller called Project Natal. Now, Project Natal is essentially a 5-megapixel biometric scanning camera. Now, not only will it scan your full body right in front of you and then picture you on the screen in real time, but it will allow you Jetson style to place new clothes on your body. Now, on top of that, it also has voice recognition. Outside of retinal recognition and a biometric thumb scan, it's got it all. It can recognize your voice. It does a body scan of you. It puts you into a database. You become your new avatar. And yes, once they put this in, even though they're going to tell you, they're going to say to you, no, this is just for airport security. We're not storing any of the images. That is total bull. First of all, they have all your information because you bought a plane ticket. They know your first and last name. They know your social security number. They know what kind of driver's license you have. They know where you live. So when they take that scan, they are going to keep it, whether they tell you that or not. It's just like with AT&T and all the other major telecommunication companies out there giving their data over to the National Security Agency more than 5 years ago, and people still deny it exists. Still denied it. They put a secret room. Mark Klein and others blew the whistle. All the lawsuits were thrown out of the Supreme Court and then on appeal under the National Security Act. And these people were trying to tell you, the dumbed down masses, that everything you do on your cell phone and everything you do on the internet is being tracked, traced, and databased. And it's time to grow up and face the reality of the situation. You will see that section in Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, coming out March 30th. All right, let's go to our next caller. Let's go to Michael in Florida. Michael, you're online.
Hey, Jason, I wanted to say something about the global warming thing, how they're trying to, not the global warming, sorry, the internet bill, how they're trying to block it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
My school sometimes when we finish our tests early in our social studies class, we get these magazines, and they say what's going on in current events. And ours at the time said it was about cyberbullying.
Yes.
And it had all this thing, and it said, cyberbullying could make some people commit suicide, and it said cyberbullying is really bad, and it's a fact that people can die from it and stuff, and it was really crazy and over the line.
It is over the line. Let me talk about that for a second, Michael, because one of the stories that they've used to try to promote this cyberbullying act outside of Miley Cyrus is that a young girl and another young girl were fighting in school. So one of the young girl's mothers took it upon herself to create a fake MySpace profile of a young boy.